Mike, it wasn't your fault. You didn't know. You can't blame yourself forever.
I told them, didn't I? That's why they killed her.
Mike, I think you need a holiday.
I think you all do, John.
I thought this was supposed to be a holiday. My holiday.
Yeah, that's right, Mike, it is. You needed a holiday. That's why we're here.
So why here? Why not Butlins? That's where I usually go.
It's interesting here, Mike. If you're interested in archaeology.
If... Do you reckon I might find any buried treasure?
This is not a treasure hunt, Mike. We're here to find out what happened to a civilization that died over 2,000 years ago. We have to make careful records and take them, with anything else we find, to the Planetary Archaeology Department of the Galactic Trig.
Well, we can't keep nothing.
Not a thing, I'm afraid, Mike.
Well, did all life die out on this planet? Or what?
No, Mike, no, just civilization. There are still a few people living on Gallia, but they've degenerated from a great civilization into scattered tribes of primitives living in underground villages.
Why? How did that happen?
That's one of the things we're here to find out, Mike.
Oh.
You bring that pot with you.
Yes. And you've no idea at all what happened?
Well, only theories at the moment, but my guess is that they probably died out in a war. War about mining rights of minerals. My guess is that that mineral is platinum.
That's crazy.
All wars are crazy, Mike. And if what John says is right, a platinum war on this planet would be especially crazy. The planet's crawling with all sorts of minerals. Some of the richest deposits anywhere in the galaxy.
Here. This basket is less than half full. God, why didn't you spot this? This slave has been slacking, cheating you. Take this slave to the punishment cages. Let him starve. And don't let any more slip by, or it will be the worse for you.
Thank you. Yes, really is very interesting. Timus is going to be very pleased when he gets a report of our dig.
Always assuming that digging up old pots was the real reason he sent us up here.
Yes, well, I think it's time for some refreshments, Mike.
Okay. What do you mean?
Well, on the last occasion Timer sent us to a closed world, it turned out to be anything but a holiday.
Where was that?
Before you joined us, Mike, Timus sent us to the planet Peary to deal with the Coulter. I've told you about Timus, haven't I?
Well, yeah. What do you reckon then, Elizabeth? Thomas has got some reason for wanting us here. Some reason he didn't tell us about.
We are here to do an archaeological survey and to find out what happened to a civilization that died out 2,000 years ago. That is all. If it had been anything else, Timus would have told us. Why shouldn't he?
Because on the last occasion, he told us he had authority, and it turned out he didn't, if you remember. There was a lot of fuss about it afterwards. And if he's up to something again, he may have decided not to tell us, in case it got back to the Federation Council.
Well, shouldn't we find out what he was supposed to be doing here, then?
I know what we're supposed to be doing here, Mike. In a word, holiday. And if there's any trouble on this planet, you can rest assured that we won't have to go looking for it. The trouble will find us.
I have no need to remind you that the success and speedy completion of our mission depends upon the slaves. We can't have escapes. The slaves must be brought back here alive and then killed, slowly, as a lesson to the others not to try and escape. If they are not recaptured, one of you will be punished. Now get out there and search.
Oh, get off, you big ham.
Dagger I see before me, handles.
Is this a dagger I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not...
How'd you do that?
Oh, the fall? Oh,
No.
oh, you mean the dagger? Telekinesis, of course.
No, where'd you get the fancy clothes from?
A spectra shift.
Oh, yeah. How's about that then? Guys and girls.
What big eyes you have, Grandmama.
And I'll be the wolf.
Well, there's your wolf.
Sounds real scary.
Well, there's no need to worry, Mike. Nothing can get through that force field.
That's right. Nothing out there can even see us.
Better go and take a look. Sounds like a hunt.
Couldn't be the Kortan again, could it? Is that why Timus wanted us to come here?
No, there are no Kultan on Gallia. Well, their empire never came within light years of this part of the galaxy.
Then why was Timus so keen for us to come here?
Look, he sent us here to do an archaeological survey and to find out what happened to the civilization.
You don't still believe that, do you?
Well,
Like
I
you
must
said,
admit,
John, if there's any trouble on this planet, it will come to us.
Look, it's probably just a hunt, Mike. People do hunt, you know.
That's not what it looks like to me. Look at that, down there.
You're right. Looks as if those two kids are chained together.
What an evil bunch hunting them. So that's why Timus sent us here. Why don't they run?
They're probably too exhausted. Poor things look tired out.
We can't let them be caught. We've got to do something.
Okay, but not looking like we do now. Use the spectra shift when we jaunt to look more like the locals.
Great.
Liz, you better stay here and stand by to open up the force field when we return. Let's hope those false tracks delay them long enough for us to get to the force field. Okay, Elizabeth, take it up.
Poor things. They look done in.
John, they're getting awfully close.
There's no need to worry, Mike. Nothing can get to us through the force field.
Look as if they haven't eaten for a week.
Perhaps they haven't.
Why were those men after them? And why are they chained together?
There's a problem, Mike.
What?
Well, Gallia, being a closed world, the Galactic Federation have no record of their speech patterns. So we can't use our translator units. Well, they're not telepathic, not even latently, so there's no hope of communicating that way either.
Well, can we cut those chains off with a laser pencil?
Better leave it, Mike, until they trust us a bit more.
I don't reckon their civilization level is much beyond Stone Age, Mike. Laser pencils are a bit above their understanding.
I wonder where they've escaped from.
No, Elizabeth, don't give it to them.
Why not? He's still hungry.
Make them ask for it.
You don't mean make them ask for it in English, do you? It'd take hours.
No, make them ask for it in their own language.
Macrix!
See, now we know that Macrix means more.
Or it could mean food, or that tasted good, or please, or lots of similar things. It isn't going to be easy trying to learn their language, John. Though one of them seems bright and eager to teach us.
Well, Mike's trying to adapt the translator belt right now so that it can absorb new languages. If we can just find it a few fixed reference points, it ought to be able to deduce most of the rest.
Macrix?
Now, the way he said Dovney, that couldn't mean anything else except yes. See, we've established that Macrix means more and Dovney means yes.
Clanaf.
Give me a spoon, Elizabeth, quickly.
Mecrin?
Clanaf. Mecrin.
Duvnay, Clanaf, Mecrin. Duvnay.
Mike, bring the laser pencil quickly.
Why don't you use TK?
Mike wants to work the laser pencil.
Trig? Trog.
He's telling us their names.
Trig? Trog.
John. Elizabeth.
John.
Elizabeth. Mike.
Mike. Lisbeth. John. Mike. Trig. Trog.
What are we going to do about these two when we go home? We can't take them with us.
We can't just abandon them.
So, we ought to find out why they were wearing those chains. And who was chasing them and why.
Which must be what we're here for, unless anyone still thinks that His Excellency Timus Enoch Moster sent us here just to dig up broken pots.
I wish he could have told us instead of leaving us here to find out for ourselves.
No, he couldn't have done that, Mike. Poor old Timus got into enough trouble the last time when he sent us to Peary to deal with the Cooltown.
If I know Timus, what's going on here must involve more than just the natives of this planet.
Are there any towns on this planet? Somewhere we could go and start to find out what's going on here?
Well, there are a few settlements along this coast here. But you've got to remember, Mike, this planet's at a pretty primitive stage of development. There are a few towns or villages as we know them.
Well, let's jaunt them and see what we can find.
Okay, but not looking like we do now. We'll use the spectra shift again when we jaunt to look like the locals.
Okay.
Why didn't you take Trog with you? Trig could stay here with me and we'll work on the language problem.
Well, how will we get in there? The nearest settlement must be... Oh, 20 miles at least. I, for one, do not intend to walk it.
Well, what about the transporter belt? We did bring one with us, didn't we?
Yes, but I think Trog would be too frightened to use it, Mike.
Well, at least give it a try.
Okay, go and get it. Ah, there's another one.
Well, it looks quiet enough.
Yeah, well, I better go and check it out.
Oh, it must be my turn. You searched all the others.
All right, if you want to, go on, but take Trog with you.
You mean it?
Yeah, go on, before I change my mind.
We're on our way. Excuse me. Oh!
Americano! 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 Cleo!
John, the spectra shift is working, isn't it? I do look like a native, don't I? And not someone in a shiny silver spacesuit.
Spectra shift's working fine, Mike.
Well, everywhere we've been, they've run away from us. Even from Trog. They seem to be scared of us.
Come back here, Mike.
No, this is interesting. You know what's funny about all these settlements? We haven't seen a single boy. They're all adults and girls. There isn't a single boy in the village.
Mike, I've just had a thought. Maybe it isn't you they're afraid of. Maybe it's Trog.
Why should they be afraid of a little thing like him?
There's one reason I can think of, and it would explain why there are no boys in the villages. Maybe all of them are carrying some terrible disease.
Not a pleasant thought, and we've all been in close contact with these two. We've got company. They're not afraid of us. They're the same lot that were after Trick and Trog.
Jaunt, Mike, jaunt.
No, we can always do that. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves. Oh, hi there. Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
Jaunt, Mike, jaunt!
I can't! We've got company. They're not afraid of us. They're the same lot that were after Trick and Trog.
Jaunt, Mike, jaunt.
No, we can always do that. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves. Oh, hi there. Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
Jaunt, Mike, jaunt!
I can't! I can't! Jaunt, mate. Why don't you jaunt? Because they've taken Trog's meta transporter. I'd have to leave him behind. And from the look of this lot, they get pretty nasty. Besides, I'd like to know where they're taking us.
Watch yourself, Mike. I'll jaunt along with you and keep an eye on them. You okay, Mike?
Yeah, so far.
I'm just going to jaunt about a bit and have a look around the area. Unless I'm very much mistaken, that was a Klepton spaceship.
Klepton? Who or what are the Kleptons?
Don't know very much about them, Liz, except they're a brutal race who enjoy exploiting more backward cultures. And they're almost outlaws as far as the Galactic Federation is concerned. Fortunately, they never stay in one place too long, although somewhere along the line they manage to pick up our language. And they're not interested in conquest or empire building. They just come, take what they want, and go.
So why doesn't the Federation do something about them?
They have. They've sent us here.
No, I mean something official.
Because, Elizabeth, Gallia, not being telepathic, is not part of the Galactic Federation and not subject to her laws. Kleptons always take great care to stay away from planets that are members.
I hope Mike knows what he's doing.
Where is the object? Take them to the punishment cages. Sonsort, Nook Rontere, Slanna, Slanna.
Sagana!
I don't know what's being said here, John, but from the sound of it, things are about to turn real nasty.
Then jaunt out of there, Mike. With the Kleptons finding the matter transporter belt, they're blown in again.
I'm not jaunting with that Trog. Okay, give me the belt.
You speak our language.
I'm no Gallon, haven't you guessed? Now hand over the belt before I use this in whatever it is on you.
Blast the pistol. Be careful. In this confined space, it could kill us all.
That might not be such a bad idea. Now release my friend. Now turn around and face the wall, all of you. And you, go on.
They're gone. Come on, you fools. They can't have got far. Alert the mine entrance. Issue blasters to all the guards. Burn them down. Hurry, fools, hurry.
Nasty little thing. Lucky they didn't hit you with it.
That's what I was thinking.
And I am thinking you ought to be more careful where you're aiming it.
Timus! Hey, where did you spring from?
From the galactic trig, young man. I've only a short time to spare, but I feel I owe you an explanation.
Oh, well, shall we go through?
Timus!
Elizabeth.
It's good to see you. This is Trig and Trog, two natives of the planet, slaves from the Klepton mines.
Ah, so you have met the Kleptons.
Isn't that what you sent us here for?
Sent you here for? I was under the impression that I gave you permits to come here to carry out an archaeological survey.
I'll pull the other one, it's got bells on.
The other one? Pull? Bells on? Well, please show me which one to pull.
Oh, forget it.
Mike means we all know you engineered our visit here so we'd meet the Kleptons. It was no accident.
Yes, Elizabeth, you are right. Now, please, listen quickly. I have not much time. My absence will be noticed if I stay too long. Thank you. You know that some of us are dissatisfied with the way the Galactic Federation Council will devote a lot of energy to talking about a problem, but is always most reluctant to take any action. That is why the Kleptons have got away for so long with their antisocial practice of invading planets and using the local inhabitants as slave labor to help them strip the planet of its resources. Oh, the Council is aware of the problem. There is even a subcommittee in existence which has been discussing what to do about the Kleptons for more than 200 of your Earth years.
Yes, and meanwhile, the Kleptons continue to murder, enslave, and steal.
How long have the Kleptons been on Gallia?
Now, Elizabeth, would you repeat your question?
How long have the Kleptons been on Gallia?
It was 2 summers ago when the star fell from the sky and the evil men stepped from it.
That is about 3.5 years in your time scale.
But he can speak English. We spent all this time trying to teach him and to learn Gallian ourselves.
Yes, it's a little gift I have.
Some men of the village went to greet them. My father was one. They never returned. The Kleptons killed them.
Fuss and Nostrokrin, they came to the village and took all the boys to work in their mine.
Well, why take the boys? That's what I can't understand. I mean, surely they'd get more work done with adult slaves.
Well, I can think of a reason straight away. Some of those seams and passages in the rock are so narrow that only the children could work in them.
But that is not the main reason. I am afraid that affection for one's children is universal. And the Kleptons exploit this wherever they go. The Gallians are not a cowardly people. They might rise up against the Kleptons even though they have only primitive weapons. The men would not be afraid to die. But one thing prevents them. Almost every Gallian family has at least one child imprisoned in that mine. As well as being slaves, they are also hostages.
But why were the villagers afraid when they saw us? You think they'd be glad to see us if they thought we'd escaped from the mine?
No, I did not know you were going to the village. If we escape and the Kleptons catch us, then they punish not just us, but also the child of anyone who helps us, who gives us food and shelter. The people of our village are not afraid of you, but of what the Kleptons would do to their children if they helped you.
Nasty.
Well, what are the Kleptons digging from that mine anyway?
This.
Crystalline carbon in the form you would call a diamond.
Well, it doesn't look much like a diamond to me.
It's a diamond, all right, Mike. It's just not been cut yet, that's all. Do you know, back on Earth, this would be worth hundreds of thousands of pounds.
It'll make a big splash then, won't it?
Well, don't throw it away, Mike.
Well, what good's a diamond to us? A stupid old lump of crystalline carbon. You can't eat it.
Oh, you've changed your tune. You wanted a treasure hunt when you first came here.
Well, since then, I've been down in the mine and seen how these things are dug out.
I sympathise with Mike. Diamonds are supposed to be a girl's best friend, but not if they're dragged out by children in chains.
Now, good riddance to bad rubbish. Now, what are we going to do about those Kleptons?
Timus, what would you like us to do?
Well, of course. In my position, I can't really say. As far as I am concerned, you are here on an archaeological expedition. The Federation Council, of which I am a representative, would not countenance any action to interfere with events on a primitive planet.
Timus, don't go all official and stuffy on us. What do you want us to do?
I think that's obvious, don't you? Set the slaves free, send the Kleptons packing and make sure they don't return. and let the people of this planet get on with living their lives in peace. Now I must go. My absence from the council will be noticed, if you'll excuse me. I know that you will manage far better without my help. My blessings on your enterprise.
Well, we're on our own.
John, them kids in the mine must feel as sore as I do about the Kleptons. Maybe they'd like the opportunity to get their own back.
Now, the plan is to get all the slaves out of the mine before the Kleptons wake up and realize what's going on.
I'd like to use this thing on those Kleptons. It's more permanent than a stun gun.
Even if you took it, Mike, you couldn't use it. You can't kill, remember? Not even creatures as evil as the Kleptons.
More's the pity.
Now, listen, it's important we all know exactly what we're doing. Now, we know from what Trigg has told us that the Kleptons sleep in the spaceship. Now, that's a fair distance from the mine entrance. There will be one or two Kleptons on guard inside the mine, but they'll be expecting an escape from the inside, not an attack from the outside. Nevertheless, those Kleptons will have to be dealt with, and by that, I mean stunned, Mike.
It'll be a pleasure.
All right, once inside the mine, we get all the slaves free. When, and only when, all the slaves are safely outside, we deal with the rest of the Kleptons, us three. Understand?
Yep.
Now, Trigg and Trog know the mine best, so once inside, we'll follow their directions.
Why don't we join in?
Nothing to stop us, except we've only got one transporter belt.
And the best way to make sure all the Kleptons are put safely to sleep is to approach on foot from the outside.
Guards will be doubled, because there is good reason to believe there are alien intruders on this planet. They must be here to steal our diamonds. Whoever they are not just primitive peasants. They are sophisticated, with a technology to match our own. So, to your posts.
Now, they outnumber us, and they outgun us. The one advantage we have is surprise. Let's keep it that way, okay? Everybody ready?
What happens to this place if we don't come back?
Well, the force field will remain in operation for thousands of years, until the Galleons develop a technology advanced enough to penetrate it. By then, it'll probably have become a place of great and ancient mystery. They'll probably think it contains all the secrets of the universe, instead of just some out-of-date, fossilized camping equipment.
Don't be so morbid. We're bound to come back.
Let's hope so.
Mike, there's two guards out there. You take the one on the right, I'll take the one on the left.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Now.
God! Emergency alert! Emergency alert!
Oh, that's the last one.
Good. All I've got to do now is get them out of here.
It's all gone very smoothly so far.
Yeah, too smoothly for my liking. Mike, Liz and I go into the mine entrance. You and Trig bring them along.
What is it?
Kleptons, and one of them's got a blaster pistol. Get these kids under cover, Liz. Get those kids under cover.
Kleptons?
Yeah, about 3 of them. Liz, get the kids deeper into the mine. Find a safe place to hide. Quick, Mike, before they reload.
Mike, there's a slave in a cage. No, I want Gremlin. Flang!
Drop the pistol, or I will kill the child slaves. Get over there with the others. Hurry!
Mike!
Now you will pay for what you have done.
Mike! Mike!
Is it true there are only 3 of you?
Yes, but don't go getting any ideas. You've seen what we can do.
I shall never understand the ways of the Galactic Federation people. Firstly, if we had won, you would not be alive now. And yet you are letting us go. Secondly, being able to win so easily, why did you wait so long in coming?
Just take it that we're different. And we're not exactly letting you go. Your ship is to be transferred by instant matter transporter to a planet called Styxus. Your engines have been removed and your communications equipment destroyed. As far as I'm concerned, you and your men are going to spend the rest of eternity on Styxus. And a pretty bleak eternity it's going to be from now on.
One day, we will escape from this planet Styxus. And when we do, the vengeance of Klepton will sweep you away.
Oh, that's as maybe. Time you were going, Captain. Your flight is called.
I will be back. Tomorrow, person.
Styxus is a pretty nasty planet. The Kleptons won't have an easy time there. It's very little but rock and rain. They will have to forage for their food. And they won't find much, only moss and lichens clinging to the rocks.
And they'll get a pretty nasty shock when they open up their holds to look at their food supplies. Unfortunately, they had to leave most of their stocks behind in order to make room for their more essential supplies.
What more essential supplies?
Oh, diamonds, of course.
Yeah. The Galleons took a long time to dig them out for them. We wouldn't have wanted the Kleptons to leave them behind.
Diamonds won't be much use to them on Styxus, not unless they can find some way to cook them.
Only got strong teeth.
Oh, and by the way, Timus, I have here our report for the Galactic Federation about our interesting but uneventful archaeological survey on Gallia.
I've got to hand it to you, Thomas. This was a really great place to come for a holiday. But how about Butlins next year, eh?
Butlins, is that in the Galactic Federation?